Okay, now that everything's set up, let's take a look at our dashboard and talk about how to create a lead. When someone calls in and you want to track a lead, or if you get a web lead through your website, you can create a lead on your dashboard that you then turn into a project. So we're going to go ahead and click Create Lead, and this is where we enter the information. So the only company we have entered is the Brute Squad. So let's assume that the Brute Squad requested 10 product training videos. So we'll put the project name as training videos. The contact, well, let's just say it's Bob Johansson. And if we charge $5,000-ish per video and we're doing 10, that's going to be a $50,000 job. And who's our point of contact, or who is our producer? Well, let's make me the producer. What's next? Send over estimate for approval. And what status are we in? Well, we're creating the estimate. And who is this task waiting for? Well, since I'm the project manager, me. And you can also assign a task to the actual client too. So you could say, we're waiting on the client to decide or whatever. So you can assign a task to them, even though they won't see it. You could say that's whose court it's in. All right, so this is where we describe the project. Well, let's just say create 10 training videos for Project Binder IO. Lots of screen capture and crappy VO. Okay, when is this due? Well, this is going to be due October 1st. So we're going to come over here, October 1st, due on a Friday, all right. And we'll create a lead. So what this we'll do is create a lead line item here, which just kind of gives you at a glance what's going on. So company's logo, indicator color, which you can change under your statuses, the name, training videos, project number, and who the client is, the amount of this job. Then if you were to be awarded that job, it shows up down here as a total. It's due Friday, the October 1st. Status is you're creating an estimate. Who's in charge? Well, I am. The next task is assigned to me. If you want to assign it to the client, it will show his or her icon. But if I assign it to me, it will also show up down here for what's due next for you. And that will tell me. And when is this task due? Well, this task is due. Send over an estimate. Let's just say that's due tomorrow. So all of a sudden, this is going to say tomorrow, this is due. Okay. Now the only other thing are these little icons. So let's talk about those for a second. This is your estimates. If you click on this guy, this will allow you to create a new estimate. This is a budget, which is coming soon. These are where you collect all your documents. So if you have a script or a release or something like that, you can upload your document and choose a document type. So it could be a bill, it could be a certificate of insurance, an estimate, an image, a license or location permit, a release. If you want to keep track of all your documents, here's a good place to do that. And then finally, this is kind of a light feature for trafficking where you can upload your masters and it will send it to Amazon S3, and then you can have a little portal for your clients to download your master file. It's not used like Frame.io or Vimeo for like proofing or feedback. It's basically just an archive to keep your masters so that your clients can access them at any point in time if you need to send them. Okay, so now that we have a dashboard here, you can just keep adding all your leads and they'll be organized by project number. And then down here, it will show you what tasks are new for you. So at a glance, you can see all the projects you have coming up, which ones are in production, which ones are completed. If you hit completed or denied, they'll disappear because we have them set up to do so under our project statuses up in settings. But otherwise, that's kind of how it works. Let's go ahead and talk about estimates next.